Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to be doing another top 10 list. And today's top 10 list will be for my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. 2015, it's almost coming to an end. It's not like, well, we're not in December yet, but we're getting there. We're almost getting to the end of the year. And, I figured, why not make this list? Talk about what the movies I am looking forward to the most in 2016. So, yeah. But before we get this list started, I want to give some honorable mentions. Some movies I am looking forward to, but couldn't make it into the top 10 list. Okay, here they are. Warcraft. Kung Fu Panda 3. London Has Fallen. Assassin's Creed. And Doctor Strange. Those are the films that I am looking forward to, but couldn't make this list. So, I am looking forward to those movies, but not my top 10 most anticipated. So, just wanted to do that really quick. So, I think we should get right into the list here. Alrighty, coming in at number 10 is Zoolander II. Zoolander 2, man. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I love the first Zoolander. Zoolander is one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen in my life. Zoolander is such an awesome movie. And definitely, to me, Ben Stiller's best movie. He's so funny in it. And I can't wait for number 2. I just saw the trailer, I think maybe last week, It was so funny. And, I wasn't, worried, this was going to be awful or anything. I was just worried because it's been a long time since the original film. And I was just afraid that it might be like some other comedy sequels where it's they took too long and, and it's not that good. You know what I mean? Even though I enjoyed Dumb and Dumber 2, which came out 20 years after the original, I could still see why people were it was too late to make a sequel. But, with Zoolander 2, I think I have a lot of faith in it. It does look really funny. The jokes did really hit in the trailer. They've got everybody back. They've got, Ben Stiller. They got Owen Wilson. And they got my boy Mugatu, played by Will Ferrell. So, it's awesome that they brought everybody back, and this movie honestly looks really funny. So, Zoolander 2 comes in at number 10. Number 9. Ghostbusters. Now, I know a lot of people have been really, been iffy about this. They're it's an all-female cast, it's a reboot of Ghostbusters, which to me it's my second favorite comedy, but I consider it to be the greatest comedy ever made, honestly, so you're probably then why are you looking forward to this? I'm interested to see this new take on the Ghostbusters. It's not a straight up reboot of Ghostbusters. It is a reboot, but it's a different take on Ghostbusters, and I like to see where this goes, and and it's going to be great for me, someone who never got to experience the Ghostbusters films in theaters, to experience a Ghostbusters movie in theaters, And they got a pretty good cast for it. They got Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Leslie Jones, some people that I do like. So I'm interested to see, what they do with this Ghostbusters movies. And it's being directed by Paul Feig, who directed Spy. So I'm very interested to see what this Ghostbusters movie has to bring. So that's why it's my number 9. My number 9 is Ghostbusters. Coming at number 8 is The Jungle Book. Yes, The Jungle Book. One of the most breathtaking trailers I think I have seen in a very, very long time. If you haven't seen that trailer, please go see that trailer for The Jungle Book, because it's magnificent. And just this movie looks incredible, honestly. This movie looks so magnificent, in my opinion. It honestly does. It looks like such an incredible movie. It really does, Just from the visuals and just from everything that we've seen so far in that trailer, it just looks like something great. The Jungle Book is one of those films that I wanted Disney to do a live action telling of it, because Jungle Book, you could do a lot with that, and you definitely see that in that trailer, and it just looks incredible. I cannot wait to see what they do with this Jungle Book film. It looks incredible. I can't wait for it. They got an all-star cast for this. They got Bill Murray, Idris Elba, Scarlett Johansson, and Christopher Walken, and a few others. So yeah, they've definitely got a good cast for this. So yeah, number 8 is the Jungle Book. Number 7. Now I know a lot of people are gonna be shocked that it's so low on my list, but I am very much looking forward to this movie. But there's just other films that I'm looking forward to more. But my number 7 is Suicide Squad. Now, Suicide Squad, you know, the only time I ever did see the Suicide Squad was in Arrow, and that was really my introduction to the Suicide Squad. And, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how they bring it on screen. I'm very interested to see that, how they bring the Suicide Squad on screen. You know, we just found out that it's a PG-13 movie. It's probably going to be a hard PG-13. You know, it's not going to be like a soft PG-13. They'll push a bit more boundaries in that film than a regular PG-13 movie would. But, you know, the movie looks really good. I honestly have been liking everything I've been seeing from this film so far. You know, it's the second DC film to come out in that year. So it's just perfect. I can't wait to see this movie. And of course, the boy's back, Joker. I'm very, very interested to see. I know people have not been liking his look. Personally, I love his look. I think he looks awesome. Personally, I think he does. You know, I think he does look awesome. That's just me, you know. But I'm definitely interested to see that. I'm definitely interested to see how Margot Robbie does as Harley Quinn as well, because this is the first time we've seen Harley Quinn in a live-action form. So I'm very excited for Suicide Squad. Just because that's at number 7 doesn't mean I'm still not excited for this movie, because I am. So yeah. But that's my number 7, Suicide Squad. Coming in at number 6 is Xmen Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse. Now, you know, the X-Men franchise is one of my personal favorite franchises, honestly, because the X-Men franchise has just been giving us so many great and intriguing films, honestly. You know, the first movie is great. The second movie was even better. The third movie, very underrated in my opinion, Origins. Moving on, First Class, great. I love that movie. And then Days of Future Past blew our minds. Definitely the best of the X-Men franchise. But Apocalypse, if you guys did see that leaked Comic-Con trailer, which I did, you know, this movie does look really, really good. And from some of the images we've seen, sure, people are not that much of a fan of the Apocalypse look. I'm alright with it. I'm like, it's okay, you know. It's fine, you know. But, yeah. But I am very intrigued to see how this movie goes out. It's featuring the guys from First Class, you know, so this should be interesting. I'm very excited for X-Men Apocalypse because it does look really good, so yeah. So coming in at number 5 is Deadpool. Yes, you know I had to put this movie on this list. Deadpool. Looks awesome, okay? Just this movie looks like what Deadpool should be. You know, they're definitely learning their mistakes from Origins, and they're like, yeah, we definitely have learned our lesson, and it definitely looks like a Deadpool movie. It honestly does, you know. It really does look like a Deadpool movie. You know, very brutal, very violent, bloody. You know, Deadpool cursing out every second he gets the chance to. You know, and it just looks awesome, and it honestly does. I cannot wait to see this movie because this movie just looks incredible. Definitely, it could be one of the best comic book movies I think we could have ever witnessed, honestly, because it just looks so faithful to its source material. You know, I've never liked that. Like I said, the only time I've ever been like that was with The Punisher. But, you know, I could definitely tell that they're trying to go all out and, you know, do this right by the source material. I can definitely tell that Fox is trying the best, especially after messing up in Origins Wolverine. So, yeah. Deadpool, I'm very excited. Ryan Reynolds looks incredible as Deadpool. So, yeah, Deadpool comes in at number 5 for me. Coming at number 4 is Finding Dory. of course, this had to be high on my list. If you guys know me, if you saw my recent review of Finding Nemo, you know I love this movie. This is one of my favorite animated films of all time. Not only that, but it's my second favorite Pixar film of all time. It just looks really, really good, honestly. I saw that little teaser trailer. You know, we didn't see much, but it was cute for what it was. You know, for a little teaser trailer, it was cute. At least it put a smile on my face because I got to see my favorite characters again. You know, so it was just great to see, and honestly, I'm very excited about this movie. I am. I'm really looking forward to it. The animation looks beautiful. I'm glad everybody came back to do the sequel. So yeah, just Finding Dory looks really, really good, and I cannot wait for Finding Dory. Coming in at number 3 is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, Rogue One, I know, like, Rogue One just intrigues me a lot. Obviously, because it's Star Wars, and this takes place, I believe, before, the very first Star Wars film. So, this should be interesting, and it's going to follow the TIE Fighters, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm very intrigued by the film. Obviously, we haven't seen really footage or anything. We've only seen, like, one photo and stuff, but I'm just really looking forward to it, honestly. I cannot wait for Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, you know. It sounds very, very intriguing. Just the concept of taking it back before the original film just intrigues me alone, and I can't wait to see the film. And of course, because it's Star Wars, so it definitely intrigues me with just that, and the story makes me intrigued even more. So yeah, coming at number 3 is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Number 2, Captain America, Civil War. Let's be honest, this is good. The next 2 films I'm going to name, it's going to be the top 2 for everybody. Just, we have to see which, switching around which it's going to be number 1 and number 2. But my number 2 is Captain America, Civil War. If you ever read the Civil War comic book, you know this is something huge. Something very, very, very huge, you know. And just seeing that Iron Man and Captain America, they're going to be split. They're going to be fighting each other, you know, and some other heroes are going to be fighting each other as well. So this should be really, really intriguing. And this is the first time we're going to see Spider-Man in the MCU. So that alone is huge as well, you know. The fact that we're going to see Spider-Man in the MCU and in this film, and just Civil War, I can't wait for it. It's going to be a war indeed. It is. Some people are going to die. Some people are going to die. It is going to be all-out war. And I just can't wait for Captain America Civil War. It just looks incredible. Well, I can't say it looks incredible, but from the stuff we've been hearing, it's just been... I'm just so intrigued and so excited for this movie. So yeah. So that's my number 2, Captain America Civil War. Okay, my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2016 is Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Okay, one question. How could this not be my most anticipated movie of next year? It's Batman versus Superman. That alone should be everybody's that alone should just make it my most anticipated film of the year. And just the fact it just looks awesome. It really, really does. A war between Batman and Superman. It just looks incredible. And for what we have seen, it just looks awesome. From the fight, we see a bit, in the trailers, we see a bit of the fight between Batman and Superman. And that is just awesome. And it looks really, really good, It just looks incredible. And of course, you're going to see Wonder Woman for the first time ever, which should be awesome as well. This movie looks amazing. And definitely could be one of the best comic book movies, I think, ever. Honestly, the movie just looks intriguing. It looks very, very, very awesome from what we have seen. And Ben Affleck as Batman, you know, say whatever you want to say about him before, but you cannot deny this guy looks like Batman. This guy looks like Batman. And especially Bruce Wayne. So I'm very excited to see that. Just the movie looks incredible. It is definitely, no doubt about, my most anticipated movie of 2016. I'm going out of my mind about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I can't wait for it. So yeah. So that's my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. What are your guys' top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016? And what did you think of my list? Leave it in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we will see you out later. Peace.